Desire Robux here, and today I have something to show you. I recently just got this. Now you guys won't believe what it is, but I think you can tell from the thumbnail. So here it is. Let me reveal to you All Stars for the Wii U. I mean the Wii. This game has 16 plus rating, and it also has the greatest WWE matchups that haven't happened until now. There's become controllers. Oh, you can play with the controllers. You can wrestle John Cena, Hulk Hogan, The Undertaker. Get this out of here. In all seriousness, this is not what I came to tell you guys about. It was actually something about. Whoa! It's a Switch 2. Oh my god! The box and everything. This is French, I think. And then you have all these labels. Go to the back. Just hold on, guys. I just have a mosquito. You have this back cover. It has Nintendo on the top. The Switch 2. You got all these stuff. You got the main console itself. Oh god, oh my, focus. You got the two controllers, you got the charger, you got the dock, you got the grip, and then you have the thingamabobs, the thing that you hold with the thing, and then you have a HDMI cable, which is ultra supersonic powered. And we're gonna be opening this up. Now I just realized that I covered my hand with the speaker, so it may not be the best experience, but hey, I'm just recording this on my phone, so yeah. Now first of all, you gotta lay this thing down. You gotta make sure that you have no mosquitoes. Here I have my old Switch from 2018. I got this from 2018. This released back in 2017. This is the older model. It's not those models you would see like with that red type of background. I'm gonna put it on the screen right now, what it is. So yeah, this model basically is the longest surviving one, and as you can possibly see, it still works. Yeah, it still works. I mean, I removed the account and all the games on it because I just gave this to my sister instead, but she's not using it that much. So you also might have noticed that there are no Joy-Cons. Well, that's because this Joy-Con right here, I bought it for this one, but I lost the blue one because it flushed down the toilet. So now I don't have a Joy-Con for this. And at that time where I had this Joy-Con left, I got this Switch. I got this Switch OLED from 2025, I believe. No, 2024 or 25. It was somewhere around this year, and it was like briefly about like 2 to 1 year, like 2 to 1 years apart from the actual Switch, like Switch 2. So as you can see, the screen obviously is brighter. I mean, this is where all of my games are. I have like a bunch of games, but I don't really play Mario games that much, like compared to survival games like Subnautica or Terraria or Ark. Because if you see those hours I have on the game, you'll probably know why. But anyways, aside from that tangent, we have the Rogue Ally. I brought this in also to compare to the Switch 2. You can see the size difference. And this is a gift I got recently in 2026. Somewhere like early 2026. And this right here, which is the latest addition to the Switch family. I know it sounds cringe, but bear with me. We're gonna have like a full-on like family. So this is like my first Switch. This is my second Switch, and now this is my third Switch. Now, let me switch it up for you. You get it? Switch it up, because Okay, now let's get that over with and let's start opening this. All right. So first we have this label. Please do not copy this label or don't take it anywhere. Let me just get this open. Okay, we're gonna put it upside down. We're gonna open this. And now from here, there's like this little knob, little opening. Start. Citrus Parte begin. Okay, and a bunch of things I don't. Oh my god. Wow. Wow. Now that is something else. Obviously, the camera is gonna show like some other color, but to me, this red kind of looks. I mean, it's neon red and neon blue, so the red kind of looks pink. So, I mean, I was kind of expecting it, but at the same time, I wasn't. So we got this right Joy-Con here. Oh my god! You need to smell that. Yep, it has that new hardware smell. Oh my god! Damn! Look at that. Yep, it feels really good, like that new console feel. The buttons are clicky, like these buttons are on the rim are clicky. Yeah, these as well. It actually feels compared to these Joy-Cons. Let's just compare them. This one is an old one, mind you, so it feels way more lighter, and it's made of plastic. So yeah. This feels like way more premium. You can see this matte finish. Oh my god, damn, bro! It almost makes you want to go like I just want to like give it a okay. Maybe not that far, but yeah. So we have these Joy-Cons. These Joy-Cons right here. The blue one. Let's get the blue one out. So we have the blue one here. I mean, honestly, I prefer the blue one because the red, in my opinion, is a bit lighter. Let me just use a better example. This Joy-Con is from the OLED itself. We see this nice like finish. You can see the button sizes are smaller on this compared to this, and generally the whole thing pretty big. Yeah. And about these like triggers, they don't have any like haptic feedback. They feel like feeling this right now. It just feels like it feels like a much better improvement compared to these Joy-Cons. Because I can like hold this in my hand and it can look like some kind of I don't know, how do I say this?
Knife or something?
Yeah, knife. Like I could stab someone with this. You can probably do this.
You can like ride it.
Oh yeah,
like
the
a
mouse
car.
feature. Yeah.
You can ride it like a car or something.
Yep. These yellow Joy-Cons, as cool as they are, because the colors on them like really make them stand out. Like in my personal opinion, it makes the Switch stand out more. But at the same time, these like feel more professional. And it feels like an actual game console. Like instead of a sort of a toy, I guess. I'm doing the recording. Yeah. And now over here, we have the main system itself. Now you gotta be careful with this one because this is where like the whole thing. We'll do with the Switch 2 logo as well. And we just pull this out of here. You gotta be really careful. Ooh. Damn. Now let me show you the tablet. Here we have these little like hinges here that supposedly connect it. I'm not gonna connect it right now, but I'm gonna connect it later on. So we got this the back here with the kickstand. As you can see, like compared to this kickstand, with this Switch OLED, we have a bigger kickstand. It goes like this, and honestly, it looks pretty nice. But this is also, I'm assuming, is very firm. And we have a Type-C port, something to plug into your headphones, a volume button, and a power cord, no, a power button, and we have the game, like a place to insert the game as well. Also, it comes off like this. Very interesting, because when you compare it to this feels like it could break compared to this. So right now on this Switch OLED I have what is it? I have Super Smash Brothers, because I'm actually gonna be playing this like later on. I don't have, right now it's pretty late, so I'm not gonna be doing that. So as you can see, if we just turn it on, we can just compare the two screens. Oh, I'm just gonna do this. Okay, now the part where you're waiting for, where I just take this, and now we're gonna connect these Joy-Cons. Oh my god. Wow. Now that, the recording cut out, but as you can see, there's some like, I don't know, some setup music happening over here. And as you can see, when you're comparing both of the screens, this screen looks way brighter compared to this one, because that's because this uses an LCD screen. And if you compare the size, it's roughly about the same size as a Rogue Ally when we connect all of the Joy-Cons. So we got this, and it can disconnect like this. You can't actually pull it, you have to hold a button, press a button to disconnect it, like this. And this little hinge has some, people are concerned whether this hinge will like break off at some point, but relatively it is strong. And overall the build quality, it is strong. Like I can hold this upside down and I don't feel like it's gonna fall down. Like I don't feel like any of the Joy-Cons are going to I also did notice that these buttons are a bit bigger than usual. So just select like English, Europe, internet settings, yeah. And this is roughly the same size as a Rogue Ally. Yeah, this is the system right now. I'll just close it for now. Switch. Now we're gonna compare or unbox the rest of this. So over here we have the HDMI cable. Okay. So comparing these, this one, honestly I can't see the difference besides the material that they use. So yeah, and it just says Nintendo on both ends. So yeah, it's truly like, from the surface it doesn't look anything so special or anything like that. So yeah, besides this we have these straps, which look a little bit weird, but they actually fit on magnetically, and we can use that for motion control games. And it's pretty cool, but what's this? Oh yeah, this is the Type-C charger. This is the charge the thing with. And then you have the adapter, which is actually pretty big. So this is the adapter for the old Switch, or the OLED model. And this is what the grip looks like for the OLED. The railing thing. So you can see it has this like white like pattern, but over here it's just black. That's not a problem. Sometimes, like if you're missing one of these string like pieces, but you have like a piece for the original model, it kind of makes it inconsistent, and therefore, I mean, it's not really big of a issue, because I don't really use strips, or I mean, I don't really use these railings that much, so it just triggers OCD. That's all. But other than that, these railings are pretty hard to put on, and usually they'll have issues with the locks here. You can see these locks are made of plastic, and they'll eventually like start scratching with this metal railing here. But since the switch uses these magnetic Joy-Cons, you can just like do this. We don't really need to worry about that. The screen is way bigger. Well, actually, it's not that big, but it's like, yeah, it's sort of big. It kind of looks like if this thing like started going to the gym or something. So then now we have the Switch 2 grip. So I assume that this also uses the same mechanism for interlocking it. There's there's these plastic things. I mean, this feels like, I mean, comparing this to this feels more heavier than this. But I mean, given that this is just like a grip handle, like, it's obvious to see. As you can see, this has more of a curve, so it supports your hand. But if you were to use this, like, your thumb would probably have to rest here. That's how it looks like. It looks pretty cool. And yeah, there is like some space, but if you have relatively like okay size hands, or I mean, it could possibly become uncomfortable if you play this for a long time. I usually don't like use the grip that much for the original Switch, so there may be some problems there. So, yeah, but honestly, it's not that bad. It doesn't look that bad. There's like for a grip that you could probably possibly use for like 1 or 2 hours. Now onto the dock. Well, this is a really big one. Yeah. Now we have wow, now this is like overkill for a dock. You can see it has this smooth like bezels inside the interior, so like it reduces the friction. Well, yeah, it does, because I don't. Okay. Yeah, actually it does, because for a second there I thought this was like a really sharp edge, but if my camera can focus, I mean, it feels pretty soft, so you shouldn't worry about your screen getting scratched or anything. So then we have this on the back. We have this thing and strap. For my OLED, it's kind of missing because I lost it. And also, one other thing about this is that the white color itself, like, over time, it's just gonna become like, it's gonna become yellowish. So yeah. There's a bit of dust there too as well. And if we compare this with the older like Switch, the 2017 one, you can see that damn. Well, that's what you do. Ignore this. This is just from the tape that I used, because I remember watching a video and they said you put some tape over this so it reduces the friction, and therefore your screen won't get scratched. So that's why I did it. And yeah, this is what this Switch 1 dock looks like. And now you can see with this one, there's some improvements. Like, it has the same texture to this, but this one just feels like a little bit more smoother or premium. It just feels a bit softer compared to this one. It might be the new like console smell or something, or the new console, I don't know, new console syndrome or something. 2 dock, which looks like this. As you can see, there's some holes there. I'm assuming it's to ventilate the heat. Now we're gonna go into new territory here, because I've seen from traders that this thing has a fan. Flop it out, or oh yeah, you just do that. Okay. So after removing this, we have the backside of the dock. So supposedly there's supposed to be a fan here, and over here it basically has the same thing as the OLEDs, which with the HDMI port, LAN cable, and AC adapter. You just have the switch 2 dock here. With the bottom of it, yeah. There you go. Oh yeah, and it has these 2 USB ports. So yeah, it only has these 2. Okay. Which is similar to the OLED one and the old one. Yep. This is how the dock looks as well. You got these ports, HDMI, Type-C, and Ethernet cable. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this unboxing experience, and I'll see you later. I'm probably not gonna do this type of video because I don't really like open up that many things. So yeah, thank you for watching, and see you later.